Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone. Welcome back to another live stream. And for today, we are again continuing the golang stream, which we are doing uh, from a uh, really long time. But there is some issue with the speaker. Let me check it. What is it with the audio thing? Mm, why the hell am I able to hear my own sound? Okay, I guess it's perfect now. No, it's still same. Okay, actually it's because of another stream. Cool. Let me start it then. So so in the day 5 stream, I guess we are reading about the variables and all those things. What kind of variables do we have? And so far, this is something which we have written. Like we have completed the data types that includes integers, numeric values, float means the decimal values, boolean, true, false, and here it's like small true and small false. It's not like shell script. Okay, it's not like shell that we have to like, not like other Python and all. So is this string? Yes, that's string. And that's string, this is a string, this is a string. Yes, yes, true is not a string because it's boolean, and that's also not a string. These are the rune. And I will be right back. Give me just a second. It's a little hot here. Okay. Again. So just a second. Let me just put it here like this. Cool. So a variable basically is again a placeholder for that is basically holding some kind of a data type. I have already mentioned what are data types. And now I guess we can move forward. Like after completing the data type, what's the next which we can study about? Basically, we will be studying about operators. I'm assuming it from myself only. But before moving towards that, I would love to, do some of input program, like how can we take input from user in Golang. Meanwhile, let me publish these changes because these are some old changes which I haven't pushed yet. Git branch, git add. Okay, it's just one file. Um, yeah, Let me merge it quickly. Okay, it won't be visible right here, so let me go back to somewhere else. It will be visible right here soon. Actually, and I have to push these changes as well. So on day 5, we basically just created this simple program that is just printing the integers, displaying the float variables, displaying the strings, run e data type and boolean data type. I'm still assuming like it do has arrays and all those things, but it's like those things are going to take some time to understand. It's what my clearing, it's what my what can you say, like it's that's what my mind think. But yeah, let me push all these changes and start with today's lecture, or whatever you can say. Git add dot git commit hyphen m adding changes for day 5. Oh shit, I already pushed these changes in day 4. It's okay though. Let me merge both of these changes so that we can move forward. And apart from learn golang, we have the one. Just a second. Hmm. Where's my GitHub dude? Okay. Git pull origin master. Same here. Git branch. Git origin master. Cool. And git branch hyphen d. Day 5 will be created new here, and from here we can actually delete. I guess there is only one branch, but we can keep it as well. There's nothing to worry about. But anyways, you will be seeing the day 5 code right here. It's just one file, nothing else. So for day 6, I have to actually pass the stream URL. So let me grab that and be little prepared. Okay. uh, I guess this browser has forgot my history. Okay, it's at that it actually. And I guess, hey, why it's not showing me live here? Am I live on the wrong channel or what? Okay, it's actually private on YouTube. Let me just fix that first. Okay, it's public. Done. That's exactly what I was thinking. Why it's not showing me that I'm live? Live. How much time it will gonna take? It is already public, dude. Just show me. This is strange. How can I track this thing in Twitch? Like how many people are watching and all those analytic status, something like that. We do have that in Twitch, right? I cannot able to see the chat and anything. Uh, 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 uh. Okay. I have to check how can I do it in Twitch actually. Like how many people are watching and those things. I can edit it, I can. Okay, how to do that, dude? I don't know. I'm guessing it will be visible. Stream manager. Yup, I think I got this. Got it. Click that, rate channel, manage goals. I'm not sure from here I can see the engagement in Twitch. But anyways, let me switch back to film. Back. Cool. Let me refresh. It will be visible by now. Okay, it's not visible here. Oh, it is. Thank God. I just want this URL, dude. Nothing else. It's in the golang one. The last one which I did in June, right? It was done as a part of. Okay, I haven't mentioned that thing here. Something like this. Okay, let me put it here. It was for 05 and there's only one which we do on day 5 and it's okay, yeah, my bad. Day 5, I have to replace this with day 5 and the one which I have copied is for day 6. I just need to grab the URL from here. Okay, not from here. This. Perfect. So yeah, I have already given a definition of how does a variable looks like, but how can we define a variable? How can we define a variable? Required things are we need to have a the variable name which I will be using, I naming it as you can say, what can be a variable name? System. And the value putting is I am putting a string inside this variable. So let me quickly verify how can we define a variable in Golang. Just a second. We must be having something here, right? Like variables. Okay. I have already done this, dude. Creating a module. Let's create a module. There must be doing some variable assignment here. Is it the way we define variable in here? Okay, so variable can be defined, I'm guessing, with equals to only, but I'm not sure about this printf method, what things are. Okay, it's better to go through a third party website to better understand how things are working. So as per the website, it says we have to uh, use the keyword var to define a variable, and it can be utilized in the entire program. It do has those scope things we will be covering when we will be reading about local and global scope. Constants it do has constant. Okay, so constant is basically the variables with the global scope. We will be covering that in later, but I have to check that what errors I will be getting uh, after I initiate the we need to have a name to which we ordered, and we use the keyword var. So what I'm trying to say here is that we have already read about what a keyword is. A keyword is basically a what can you call it, dude? A keyword is a reserved word that is already reserved by the language itself. We cannot use a reserved word or a keyword as a variable name. I guess I have already covered it in the in one of my blog post. Actually, I guess it's in the second one. I think it's in it's in this one. Is it not here? Let me do it. Yeah. Okay. Introduction. Nah, not in the C. Okay. Not sure what all these things are. Let me zoom it a bit. Dude, come here. Variables and data types. It do have the code. Okay, this is the first time. Yeah, I have it in the introduction, dude. How can't you just hide it from me? Introduction. Okay, this is the variable one. I have added it in the introduction one. Actually, getting started with Go, I think. Yeah. So a keyword are the reserved word by the language. So these are the number of keyword which Go has, and we will be using the var keyword to define the variable, because that's the syntax of Golang to define a variable. And let's on board on the same, dude. Create a directory. It's day06, and it will be our first variable dot go. So how we used to write a Go program. Do we have to write a thing named as package? Package, basically we are saying that this won't be a library, it's just an executable program. We have already done this thing in the past live streams, nothing new. Then we have to import the package fmt, because we want to print something, so we need to have the fmt package, and we will be printing a variable name. We have to define the func main as usual, nothing new here. So here I am defining a variable. I have asked to put my variable named as system, so I have to define it like this. I am defining a variable system, and the value I am assigning to this variable is within system. So basically that's how we define a value in golang, a variable in golang. So as per the current program, I am saying that system is the variable name, which I am giving whatever name you can give it, and a value of this variable is within system. So it is basically an string type of value. So as per the definition, a variable is a placeholder for any kind of a data type which a language support. In our case, it's a string, and it is dumped inside system variable. For print, we have to use the fmt dot println, and I just want to print the variable system. Let's execute this one, and go run, I guess. Okay, day 05, sorry 06. Do I create 06? Yes. Okay, it is working, it's working, dude. Let me try without. Where will it fail? Because go is a, yeah, it says it's undefined. Okay, so let me like explain you how things are working in this program. Okay, it's a little extra for me. I hope it's visible to you all. So we are saying that make this file an executable file. I will be executing this one. Then I'm saying that import package name fmt, because we need it to print something. Then I'm defining the func main, because every program that execute in golang start its execution from this function, because there will be something from where the execution of program will start. Then in line number 6, I am basically saying that, dude, I want to create a variable, so I have used the var keyword. So I am defining a variable. The variable name is system, and the value that will be put inside this variable is a string type value, and the string is within system. Then in line 7, I am saying that fmt println, basically I am trying to print this thing. What I want to print? A system. So now the Go compiler basically look that, okay, do we have a variable name system in defined somewhere? It will say that, okay, in line 6 they do define a variable that has name system. So golang will bring out the value of this variable, which is within system, and print it on the console. So let me try a few other variables. Let's say I'm defining a variable name a, and it has value, let's say 545. I am defining another variable b, it has a value, it's a runny actually ruin. Then I am, let's say I'm saying a variable named as c, whose value is true. That's basically a boolean value. And in println method, we basically use comma to print multiple if we want to print multiple value at once, we can use the comma in println function. Okay, it's working fine. Or we can just write a different println statement for each of them. It's a, it's b, it's c. Perfect. Within system 545 37 true. So runny basically display the ASCII value, that's why it's saying 37. I guess small a has a value 97, so this should display 97. I have already written how ASCII work actually in one of my older posts. Not in the intro actually. I guess this is in the variable and data type one. I am thinking not in the variable. Is it in the println? Okay, it's I'm not sure why this ASCII actually it's ASCII in the day 5, then I guess it's here only. Yeah, you can check this thing out, like the ASCII value of each and every character on either on Wikipedia or somewhere else. Okay. My eyes. Cool, perfect. So now we know how to, play with variables and all. Let me put this thing in the variable section. Or let me put this example here. For example, and I will only be using this variable system in this example. Let me remove all those as well. Here is it printing true properly? Yep, it is. Here are a few more variables of different data types. Example. Okay, I'm only putting variable name A here, and I am only putting variable name B in this one. Oh dude, don't irritate me. Okay, and I am only using the variable name C in this one. Let me clear everything till C and again till C. Perfect. Okay, now there are a few rules as well, basically to define variable names. So in every language we have these set of rules to define a variable. Like you cannot start a variable name with an integer, like you cannot say 1a 2a something like that. You cannot use any special character apart from underscore in a variable name. You cannot say hyphen 01, like sorry, hyphen a hyphen b, like hyphen xyz or something like that. You cannot do dollar abc. These kind of names are not allowed as a variable name in languages. So here are a few rules which I am putting here. Actually I should put them above here only. Yeah, I mean we have already covered these things, but for the trial purpose, like I can show you it here. Let's say we are defining a variable and you want to use the hyphen to start a variable name. Let's say hyphen er equals hyphen d equals to, it has wrong, it has a value wrong variable name. Actually I should create a separate program for this one, right? I shouldn't mix things up. New. let me clear everything. And it should give an error that it is expecting a name of the variable, not hyphen. So any other special character apart from dollar is not allowed. Yep, I should write down it here as well. There are a few rules to set name of a variable, like uh, just a second now, guys. Yep, a variable name cannot contain uh, just a second, huh? I guess I have written it somewhere, huh? Yep, it does not contain any character except underscore. It should not be a keyword. I guess it's the same thing. Uh, cool. Can utilize the existing written things. That's a nice advantage I am gaining here because of my previous blog post. Perfect, dude. It does not it should not actually. Variable name should not contain any character. Okay, how to make it right? It should not be a keyword of golang. And it should, I guess this not something, this is something we can do fast. Variable name in Go are case sensitive. Yep, I guess these are enough. And let me now go to this wrong variable name. If you have hyphen here, it's not allowed. If you have hyphen here, it's again not allowed. You can see the error messages that it's not expecting these things. It is in the correct line, right? Line number 6, right? This is wrong. Okay, dude, okay. This is wrong. Okay. This is also wrong. And This is also not also wrong. I mean, let's say I where is already a keyword, right? Like import is a keyword. I cannot use import as a name. It will give me error at line 6 only. That okay. Expecting a name. It's expecting a name, not a keyword. Uh, because it's a keyword of the language. Wrong variable name because it's starting from a numeric value. Let me correct it, guys. I want to say one wrong variable name. This is also supposed to go wrong. Line number 6, as in its import. Line number 10, 8 to 14, 8 to 14, because its import is not defined, it will say that variable name is not defined here. Then line number 10, as in it's because it's starting with an alphanumeric value, it has underscore in it, and I think I forgot to add this thing in the doc. And a variable name cannot have a what cannot start with an numeric value. I did write it somewhere. Any character than underscore start with a numeric value. A variable name in Go. Let me change all these names to names actually. Okay. A few examples of defining wrong variable names in Golang. Now let's say this is wrong because as it has hyphen in it. Now this is going to be a right one. This is a right variable name. To understand the concept of case sensitive. So as let me check it quickly. Okay, this is little messy here. Okay, I have to take care of that. I will be doing that later on. But anyways, and I guess it has completed all these things, so it can be quit. Okay, doesn't matter. Let me complete it as uh, actually, yeah, that's can also be a thing, that a variable name cannot be defined twice. A variable name cannot be defined twice. Let me put a note here actually. Variable name system and system are not same. Let me put this example in the correct one actually. Uh, Let me rename it to correct variable name. That will be much nicer, na? Rename correct variable name dot go. That's enough. What I'm trying to say is system and systems are two different names, is what I'm trying to show here. Now make sure they can have the same value. It doesn't matter. If I will run correct. Okay. Okay, that's strange actually. If a variable name is defined and it is not used, then as well it gives me the warning. This is actually strange. Why I just go to know about this thing, but there will be some method to like avoid these kind of errors. I mean, okay, this is something nice. This is something I can put it here. Note: if a variable name is defined and not used, go comp will throw an error that that's I guess enough. For example, I can put it here something like this. Yup. It will give something like that. This is something which I have recently discovered, you can say. And yep, let me add this. Let me put it down only, right. And okay, it has where everything is working fine. I admit it that we have, yep. Let me put this example. Okay, let me put one with correct one. Why this thing is above everything? Yep, I mean variables. These are a few rules and the definition. That's a way of defining a variable. And this is an example that system and systems are two different things. They can have the same values actually. And done. Perfect. Now, this note which we have is there here is that you cannot do that. You define a variable and you do not plan to use that. Go will throw error that you have defined this variable and you are not using it. And a short example for the same is right here. For a minute, where name equals to Vipin. Now, if I will be running this program, it will say that okay, you have imported a package name fmt and it's not used. Again, you have defined a variable named as name, but it's not being used. Even if I check the exit status, it is not completed successfully. So make sure of these things before you define variables in Golang. Let me put it as an example and the error message as well. Okay, I can directly put it from here. Output. So all the things which I'm doing here, the URL is in the description box. You can check out the things on my blog which I am writing. All these things are available there, including the examples. And now a few examples of defining wrong variable type. I can just paste this program right here. These are the methods of defining a parameter in a wrong way. Yep, correct. I mean, I can just review it. It's little too extra font. Yep. I was reading about variables. Perfect. And it cannot have string. It has these five rules. Correct one is this is correct, this is correct, because system and systems are two different things. A is correct, A correct. It has a value. It's a runny type of variable. It is a boolean type. Then we have defining wrong variable. So this is wrong because import is in keyword. This is wrong because it's starting with an alphabetic value. This is wrong because it has a character which is not underscore inside it. This is a correct one, but this is wrong because this variable name is already defined. You cannot define a variable twice. And this is the note that you cannot do that. You define a variable and not use that. I guess I have covered things pretty much for variable. Let me just push those to the blog so that things will be reflected immediately here. And as usual, I have already added the URL in the description box. It will be, I guess, visible here right after the variable one. Let me push the changes. And git status, git add dot, git commit -m, completed the variable names, git push origin master. Oh, wait a minute. I am on master branch. There's no option I have. I won't prefer pushing things to master. Check out Golang. Let me see. Okay. Let me see how much time it is going to take. GitHub / life of Vipin / okay. I need to open this one actually. It's running. Cool, cool, cool. We just have to wait for this to complete. Add option to show post images as post preview. Okay, I will be looking into that. Dude, where are the action? Okay, here. It has completed a minute ago. I am assuming changes will be okay. It's working perfect, dude. Ah, it is nice. Finally, I have completed the variable concept, and soon I can start, if else and loops and all those things. Perfect. Let me put these programs as well into the learn repo. Git status, git branch, git checkout hyphen b day 6 git add dot git commit hyphen m day 06 program. Perfect. Did I push directly to master? Okay, in that one, right? And they will be visible here shortly. This one is not the correct repository, I would say. Yeah, this is the correct one. Let me merge these changes ASAP. Confirm, dude. And well, okay, I guess it's pretty nice. And GitHub, Lang, golang, and day 6. Yeah, I do has all the programs. Perfect. Now what I have to do is git rebase master. Cool. I guess that's all for today. And in day 7, we will be starting if else, and hopefully we will be completing if else, elif, and what are all the methods which we have in golang for decision making process. So see you in the next one. Bye bye.